And what about where you live? The global financial crisis may also have an impact on your housing situation. A few short weeks ago, you could have found a variable rate mortgage below prime, but not anymore. Canadian banks have discovered nearly a quarter of all the home loans they're carrying are now unprofitable. And banks are now pushing fixed rate mortgages at higher returns to cover their losses.
Oh, it's heavy, isn't it? Got it.
Wouldn't it be great to be 3 again? Robert's biggest worry in the world is whether his toy construction equipment is enough to build his dirt house.
You can do it all by yourself.
Grandma, on the other hand, is worried about what's going to happen to mortgage rates over the next few months. She's thinking of locking in May when her rate is up for renewal.
Just to, keep it at a, you know what your rates are, right? You know what your monthly payment's going to be type of thing, right? So you don't have to worry about it.
The Bank of Canada is expected to cut interest rates again tomorrow by 0.5%. Banks across the country are going to try to convince you to lock in your mortgage because they're losing money on home loans that have already been negotiated. So what should you do? The experts say if you're just getting into the housing market or are ready to re-sign, lock in.
I know that I would rather have my income, my debts fixed at a rate that I know I can afford right now in this crazy environment than gamble.
But before you sign your life away, do your research. The posted bank rate for a 5-year fixed mortgage was 7.2% at one point today. The rate from a mortgage broker, significantly lower. That's fixed mortgages. Now, what about variable rates? We spoke to a mortgage broker who says if you negotiated in the past 2 years, you'd be crazy to give up a rate as low as 3.35% to lock into a 5-year deal right now.
A lot of people are panicking especially if they're in a primized product, should I lock in? The reality is if you're in a primized product now, there's not a great panic to lock in because you're enjoying a really good rate. If you want to pay more, great, lock in. If you want to pay less, stay where you are, watch the rates.
You don't mind getting dirty.
Back at the playground, Grandma Liz has her own advice. It has less to do with crunching the numbers and everything to do with timing.
We usually try and time it with the U.S. elections because it seems to drop when the election comes up. It always worked for us so far. Good boy.